So then we discuss what would be the dp. So that we discussed dp would be 1 plus r plus 1 plus r minus 2 rp. Then also we validate this Carothers equation. So Carothers equations, once we validate or we use any of these relations, that's been say here the Carothers relation, we take into considerations how monomers are pure, is it? And now once we don't say anything, it means every cases, that's when we are assuming it is following the general norms. Okay, that is applicable in all cases, and that is true for in our society also. Okay, that's mean general phenomena. Now we didn't talk about monomers, about its purity. That's assume that monomers were pure. On that basis we find out, and then the R feed ratio is present, that's mean non-stoichiometric ratios is present, and once we are not mentioning anything, that's mean it is maintaining the stoichiometric ratios. So that's why once we are validating these Carothers equations, we are taking this R value as 1. That's mean both of these monomers have been taken in the equimolar quantities. Okay, and then we validate, yes, these relations also following these Carothers relations or the equation, that is 1 upon 1 minus p. Now let we talk about the purity of this monomers. Now purity in terms of this polymer plays a very important role. Okay, now say if we have certain percentage of impurity, then also it will drastically reduce the polymer properties. Now how that we will see here. Now if the impurity present in monomers, then what will be the relations of dp? Then dp becomes 1 upon 1 minus p, and both numerator and denominators will add by ni by n0. Now what is ni? Ni is the percentage of impurity and n0 is what? Percentage of purity. Okay. हाँ हेलो. मैं तो प्लान्स का तो सोच रहा था 799 का कुछ एक प्लान देख रहा था. हाँ क्या कॉलिंग? नहीं कॉलिंग मतलब मैं समझा नहीं. अच्छा अच्छा हाँ अच्छा हम्म. तो उसमें मॉडेम का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा क्या? अच्छा अच्छा. तो इसमें टोटल कितना पड़ेगा हमारा, आपको देना पड़ेगा? अच्छा अच्छा चलो ठीक है, मैं बात कर लेता हूँ. हाँ उसका बाद बता दो. ठीक, ओके ओके थैंक यू. हाँ बाबू ठीक है. तो से हियर वी आर कंसिडरिंग से monomer has, so Ni is what? Percent of impurity, and N0 is what? Percent of purity. So percent of impurity upon percent of impurity, percent of impurity upon percent of purity is to be added on the both sides, numerator and denominator. Okay, so now if we take one example, say monomer has 2% impurities, so Ni value will be what? 2, and N0 will be what? Percent of purity will be what? 98. So what will be the dp value in that case? And p is say 99%. Extent of this polymerization is 99%. So dp is what? So dp, then also we can find out dp is equal to this relations once this impurity is present. Okay, so then 1 plus ni by n0, that's mean ni is 2% impurity upon percent of purity is 98. upon 1 minus p, 1 minus 0.99, that is p value, plus 2 by 98 is to be added. So what value will get? That means it becomes 1.02 upon 0.030. There you see we will get the 34 would be the dp. Okay, now 34. Okay, now if we take, say, there was no impurity, then Ni will be what? Batao? Ni will be what?
0.
0. And percent of purity will be what?
100.
100. So 0 by 100 is 0. So remaining is what? If this is 0, this is 0. So remaining is what? 1 upon 1 minus p. So 1 upon 1 minus p is this 0.99. Okay. So what would be the value in that case? Batao? कितना होंगे?
Greater than 1.
हाँ? कितना होंगे बोलो? वैल्यू डीपी वैल्यू कितना होंगे इतना पूछे है मैं.
34.
हाँ?
34.
ठीक से वो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. बताओ कितना होंगे? 100.
None 34.
1 upon 1 minus 0.99 का मतलब क्या है? 1 minus 0.99 0.01. तो ये 1 upon 0.01 का मतलब कितनी होता है? 100 है ना. तो डीपी विल बी व्हाट? 100. देयर यू सी 2% impurity है ना, makes 34 dp, whereas there is no impurity है ना, 0% impurity, that's been 100% purity, then it makes the dp of the same polymers है ना, same monomers forming these polymers. Only the difference is what? First one cases was 2% impurities, now second one cases there was no impurity. Okay, the same monomers is forming these polymer molecules. Now the impurity is forming these polymer molecules whose dp becomes 34, whereas there is no impurity, that monomers is forming this polymer molecules and its dp is 100. So that indicates what? Molecular weight भी आप कितना हो जाएंगे? बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएंगे, मतलब 3 times, almost 3 times हो रहा ना. 1/3 रिड्यूस कर दे रहा. ओके, समझ में आया कि नहीं? कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड? हेलो, ये लोग सो गया क्या? अरे तुम लोग कोई रेस्पॉन्स ही नहीं करते हो.
अरे भाई से नोट कर दीजिए सर।
हाँ अभी देखो, अरे तो now we want to validate this relations with Carthar's equations also. Now same way, now Ni, say there is the 100% purity, so Ni will be 0, N0 will be 100. So again we will go back, so Ni by N0 will be 0 by 100 equal to 0. So we will get the dP as 1 upon 1 minus P. हो गया काम है? यहाँ पे ये देखो dP जो निकालता 100 होता है ना, almost 1/3 dP decrease in presence of 2% impurity. Okay, so molecular weight will also be decreased. Okay, so this was about this step polymerization, some of the things or earlier discussions we should add it. Okay, now we will come to this another kind of this polymerizations, that is the chain polymerization. Now here you see the chain polymerization is being known by different names: addition polymerizations, radical polymerizations, ionic polymerization, catalytic polymerization, photopolymerization, thermal polymerizations, magnetic polymerization. So it is also being known by different names. Why? The same polymerization methods, same polymerization, that is the chain polymerization, is being known by different names. So for this one, we need to think about the chain polymerization, in which way it forms, in which way that's when it forms the chain polymers. Now say if we take the example of a chain monomer, say this is the ethylene molecule, so this is the double bond is present, so double bond, that's when the unsaturation is present, 1 sigma, and the pi bonds, pi bond is the weak bonding, so this is 2 center 2 electrons bonding, so these 2 electrons act as the bifunctionality. So these monomers will form this polymer that we know the polyethylene will be formed. Now here in this case, once we take these monomers and it is having these double bonds, now the question is, if we take any of these molecules or the monomers here, it will not take part automatically into the polymerization reactions. So this monomer needs to be activated. So this activation is being done by different ways. Say one of the way is what? Now with the help of another molecule that is called the initiator molecules, which will activate these monomer molecules, and then it's from the activated monomers. That's mean in this way the monomer is being activated, and that's mean or initiated. So initiated, that means this is having the odd electrons is present. So odd electrons is not the general phenomena. Odd electrons is always have the tendency into the to comes into the ground state. How it will come into the ground state? Now these electrons, the what odd electrons is present, it will try to take one more electron from the surrounding molecules. Now what the initiator molecules we have taken from there, it will takes the 1 electrons, okay, 1 electrons, and then it is to be neutralized these electrons, but at this end will remain the another electrons. So this is the initiation. Now once this initiation occurs, then what happens the next time? Again it will attack the another monomer molecule, because these 5 electrons, from these 5 electrons it becomes easy to snatch 1 electron. So in this way it will form the propagated chain. So so this initiated molecules will attack the another monomer molecule. So at this end will remain the odd electrons. Again it will attack the another molecules. So in this way it will form the long chain molecules, but this long chain still remain the odd electrons. So but as per this Carruthers equations or the relations or the assumptions or any of these polymerization reactions or any of the things in this world that we know, what there is the beginning, there will be the ending also. So now these propagated chains will also be stopped reacting. So the reactions will be stopped, and that stopping these reactions is called the termination. Okay, so once, so this is one propagated chain. So one propagated chain and another propagated chain once comes together, so these odd electrons and these odd electrons will combine together and will form a dead chain. So all of these chain monomers take part into the polymerization reactions by these three steps: initiation, propagations, and termination. Now, if this initiation occurs by the formation of radicals, that is called radical polymerization. If the initiation occurs by the formation of ion forms, whether it is the cations or anions, if it is cations form, then it is called cationic polymerization. If it is formed by anions, that is called anionic polymerization. Or if it is being done by the by taking the help of any of these catalyst, then it is called catalytic polymerizations. Now, without having any kinds of these molecules, etc., if it is being done by photoenergy, the initiation occurs with the help of photoenergy, then it is called photopolymerization. Initiation occurs by thermal energy, then it is called thermal polymerizations. Or initiation occurs by this magnetic energy, or then it is called magnetic polymerization. Okay, so that's why these are all the chain polymerization, but as per their way of initiation, these are being known by the different names. Now the thing is why it is to be called as addition polymerization. Now once this monomer forming these polymer molecules, now in its repeating unit, it looks like has been monomer has been added. Actually, though it is not the monomers now, because monomers having this double bond. Now here there is no double bond, and but as in double bond becomes a single bond now, and this side has been open, this side has been open, again it is added, again it is added, again it is added, like this. So it looks like that's been the 2 carbons and 4 hydrogen here in this repeating unit also looks like 2 carbons and this 4 hydrogens. So it looks like monomer has been added simply. So it is also called addition polymerization reactions. Okay, it is clear. Now let we come to these radical formations by these radical polymerization methods. So there we already told that when we need another molecule, that is called initiator molecules, which helps to initiate the monomer molecules. Now initiator having a very special types of these characteristics, because initiators are the molecule, those are having the very weak bonded compounds, okay, or the molecules. Say if we take the molecules which one having the peroxide linkage, now that hydrogen peroxide is very weak bonded compounds. So that's why in hydrogen peroxides in ordinary temperatures or the room temperatures, it undergo the degradations and it's from water and the nascent oxygens. Okay. So here, if this hydrogen peroxide is present, this is the peroxide linkage, OO linkage. So it undergoes the homolytic cleavage, and then the 1 electron comes here of these bondings, and the electron comes here, and then in this way is from the 2 radicals. So if we indicate it as RR is the initiator molecule, then it will form the 2 radicals, and radicals having the odd electrons, so it will attack these monomer molecules, and then it will forming these bondings, but at this end will be the odd electrons. In this way, this initiator functions. Okay. So now we will see what are the different types of these other initiator molecules. So this is hydrogen peroxide, so it will form the 2 OH dot radicals, and generally in the temperature 30 to 550 degree centigrade. Now, if we make some organic peroxide linkage based organic molecules, peroxide linkage, OO linkage. Okay, so this is the benzoyl peroxides. This is the benzoyl group. This is benzoyl group. So it is also called dibenzoyl di 1 and 2 benzoyl peroxides. It will form the two molecules, and then it undergoes the homolytic cleavage, and it will form this what linkage? What radicals? Now phenyl COO dot. Phenyl carboxyl oxygen radicals. Okay, And again further, and this temperature is 70 to 90 degrees centigrades. Further, it undergoes the degradation and it's from the phenyl radicals, two phenyl radicals, and carbon dioxide is being liberated. Okay. Similar way, this peroxide link is having this cumyl peroxides. This is CH3, CH3, and the phenyl groups. Okay, cumyl. This is the cumyl groups, and this is also the dicumyl. Okay. You can take the monocumyl also. Cumyl hydroperoxide, say this side is hydrogen. Instead of this, the hydrogen, O, and then the cumyl groups. And then it's formed the radical, that is CH3 radicals it forms, and the temperatures needed for 100 to 120 degrees centigrade. So similar way, tertiary butyl peroxides, this side CH3, OO linkage, CCH3. Dibutyl peroxides, again, okay, it will for the what? A butyl radicals. Okay. Now, these are the peroxide linkage based initiators. Now, let me discuss about the non-peroxide linkage based initiator, that is called the azo-bis isobutyronitrile. Okay, azo-bis isobutyronitrile. Okay, अरे कहाँ चले गए? Okay. Let's go. अरे okay, so this is azo, this is the azo group, NN, azo-bis, matlab two side is the isobutyl nitrile. This is also called isobutyronitrile. Okay, so this is the butyl groups, nitrile groups. Okay, CH3 whole twice, CCN, azo groups. Okay, so now again it undergoes this decomposition at 50 to 70 degrees centigrade, and nitrogens will be liberated, and then it will form the radicals like this. Okay, isobutyronitrile groups, nitrile radicals. Okay, and this is the non-peroxide linkage based initiator molecules. Now similar way, other inorganic based initiator molecule, that is called potassium persulfate, K2S2O8. So here it is, the structures has been shown, KO3S double bond SOO SO3K. Okay, so it will form 2K plus, and then it will be the O3. Here you see the O3SO dot and single charge. Okay, that potassium persulfate undergo the decomposition at the temperature and form the radicals and ions, that is 40 to 60 degree centigrades. Okay, so in any of these chain polymerization methods that we know, it follow the three different steps: initiation, propagation, and termination. Okay, so now, so initiation is okay, propagation is also okay. Now termination. How does termination occurs? Termination occurs in two ways. One is called coupling termination, another is called disproportionation termination. Coupling termination. Now if two propagated chains, so this is one propagated chain and this is another propagated chain. So this propagated chain combined together, that is called coupling termination, or combined together, okay, joining together, that is called coupling termination. If this propagated chain are same, both of these propagated chain are same, so its molecular weight will also be double. So here kinetic the chain length, here that chain length is being called as a kinetic chain length, and it is being denoted by nu bar. Okay. So here in this case, dp will be what? In case of coupling terminations, dp will be double of the kinetic chain length, 2 times of the kinetic chain length. Okay, 2 nu bar for this cases coupling termination. Now for disproportionation termination, a single propagated chain is sufficient. A single propagated chain is sufficient. What happens? Now from this propagated chain molecules, now from here, one hydrogen atom is being abstracted. Abstracted मतलब क्या होता है ना? These hydrogen atoms leaving its electrons. तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो जाएंगे, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऑलरेडी इज प्रेजेंट, इट विल फॉर्म द डबल बॉन्ड, सो इट दिस वे इट बिकम्स ए डेड चेन. दैट termination is called disproportionation termination, and here in this case there is no change in the kinetic chain length, similar way no change in its molecular weight, so dp here in this case is equal to kinetic chain length. Okay, now if we consider, let we consider for the again very clear to get the very clear concept of this chain polymerizations which is being made by these radical formations and with the help of a initiators. Now say a chain monomer, say if you take any of this chain monomer undergoes these polymerizations by an initiator molecules at 80 degrees centigrade. तो initiator molecules का काम क्या होंगे? It will form the radicals, isn't? And then radicals will attack the monomer molecules. Then if you have been asked what's the dp value of the polymer which is to be formed by the monomer, say monomer आपके पास known है, तो what type of polymer formation होंगे that you know, repeating unit is also known, will be known to you. Now you have been asked what will be the dp value. Now if we know the dp value, we can find out the molecular weight also. Now from this one, how we can get the dp value? Now as per this dp value concerns, we know the molecular weight of polymer equal to dp into the molecular weight of the repeating unit, है ना? लेकिन ये पहले तो ये dp value निकालना है. How you will get it from it? Now dp that we find out from this chain polymerization methods, that is the total number of monomer molecules which is taking part into the polymerizations upon total number of initiating radicals. Because देखो initiator molecules work is what? बताओ? To form the radicals. Now radicals formation नहीं होंगे तो आपका तो monomer तो initiate ही नहीं होंगे, polymerization reaction start ही नहीं होंगे. That's why dp is being find out total number of monomer molecules upon total number of initiating molecules. Now initiating radicals, how it's formed from the initiators. Now say initiator is RR, it will form the 2 R dot. So here we can find out the dp value, total number of monomer molecules, that's mean how many number of moles of these monomer molecules take part into this polymerization reactions upon, देखो इनिशिएटर भी जो लोगे एक सर्टेन अमाउंट तक लोगे, है ना? तो देन आल्सो यू कैन फाइंड आउट इट्स नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, है ना? एंड देन कितना रेडिकल फॉर्मेशन होंगे, हाउ मेनी नंबर्स ऑफ रेडिकल्स ना, 2 टाइम्स, एक रेडिकल्स का 2 टाइम्स होंगे, तो इसलिए यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाइड विथ 2. Okay, then by these relations you can find out the dp value, and once you are being able to find out the dp value, you will be able to find out the molecular weight. Is it clear or not? बताओ. क्यों रे भाई बताओ. चलो, अरे ये बार बार स्क्वीज क्यों कर देना. ओके, गुड. Now similar way here also, then further if it is being told to you that if this polymerization takes place by this कपलिंग टर्मिनेशंस तो आपको क्या होंगे, क्या हो जाएंगे? नॉर्मल केसेस में कुछ मेंशन नहीं हुआ है तो डीपी वैल्यू सिंपली आपने निकाल लिया है। यदि डिस्प्रोपोर्शन हो तो इट इज सिंपल केस, ओके, लाइक दिस डीपी। लेकिन आपसे यदि ये कहा गया इफ द टर्मिनेशंस ऑफ दिस chain propagated chain occurs by this coupling termination, then what will be the dp कितने हो जाएंगे? डबल हो जाएंगे, ठीक है, कैनेटिक चेन लेंथ डबल हो गया तो इसीलिए इसको मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 हो जाएंगे, ठीक है, ओके। Now what are the different types of this chain monomers and their respective polymers? Say the monomers, ethylene molecule, that is the CH2 double bond CH2, and this is the polyethylene that we know. This is a commodity polymers for our general purposes. It is being used, most of it's used from the carry bag application point of view. Now here you see the CH2 double bond CH2. Now if one hydrogen, if we denote as R, as a group of atoms, okay, or molecules, then this we can write CH2 double bond CHR. So R we can vary, and this group CH2 double bond CH group is called the vinyl groups. So on this group based monomers, means these are the vinyl monomers and their respective polymers are called the vinyl polymers. Most of these chain monomers we get in the form of this vinyl, so these are the vinyl polymers also, okay, it will form the vinyl polymer. Now here you see if R is being replaced by these methyl groups, then what will be the names? Bolo? Vinyl, methyl, and this is basically called the methane, ethane, propane, propylene. Okay, so the polymer forms is called polypropylene. Polypropylene is a better kind of polymer than the polyethylene. Now, if R is being replaced by phenyl groups, then it is called what? Styrene. So the polymer forms is to be called as polystyrene. Okay? Polystyrene. So what are the different types of this thermocol we see in the market? Those are basically the polystyrene. And here you see, if this R is being replaced by alcoholic OH, then what will be the name? Vinyl alcohol. So it will form the polyvinyl alcohol, PVA. What are the different types of these adhesives? Or we use the PVA as a matrix for formations of any different types of the polymer based composites. Now, if R is being replaced by say chloro groups, what will be the name of this monomer molecules?
Vinyl.
Vinyl chloride. So what polymer it will form? Polyvinyl chloride. Is it? Polyvinyl chloride. So PVC. PVC is a very hard polymer, horny like polymer. So that's why to process the PVC, we need some plasticizers, so that it will make it flexible and for its processing purposes. Okay. Now, PVC, one it's from the PVC polyvinyl chloride that you know, one it's from the polyvinyl chloride. This is non-carcinogenic, but vinyl chloride monomer VCM is carcinogenic because this one having the C double bond CaCl linkage is the carcinogenic. Okay, monomer is carcinogenic, but polymer is non-carcinogenic. Okay, now say if R is being replaced by cyanide groups, then what will be the name?
Vinyl nitrile.
बताओ भाई। साइनाइड से होगा तो क्या नाम होंगे?
Vinyl nitrile.
विनाइल नाइट्राइल
सर एक्राइल और नाइट्राइल।
है? बताओ मिक्स क्यों कर रहे हो?
सर एक्राइल और नाइट्राइल।
हाँ, अदरवाइज क्या नाम होंगे? विनाइल साइनाइड।
विनाइल साइनाइड।
विनाइल साइनाइड इज ऑल्सो नोन एज एक्राइलोनाइट्राइल। ठीक है, तो ये भी पॉलीमराइज होंगे तो पॉलीएक्राइलोनाइट्राइल होंगे, है ना। पेन पॉलीएक्राइलिक फाइबर जो मिलती है मार्केट में, that is basically the polyacrylonitrile. It looks like cotton but it's not the cotton. This is basically a synthetic cotton, so you can say. Okay, now that you know, nitrile groups once undergo the hydrolysis, what its form? हाइड्रोलिसिस हो जाए तो
एसिड।
हाँ, कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप फॉर्मेशन होंगे, तो उसको नाम तब क्या हो जाएंगे?
सर इट कैन गिव कार्बोक्सिमाइड्स।
एक्राइलिक एसिड। अरे एक्राइलोनाइट्राइल, नाइट्राइल था तो तुमने बोला एक्राइलोनाइट्राइल, नाइट्राइल को हटा के कार्बोक्सिलिक कर दो तो एक्राइलिक एसिड हो जाएंगे, है ना। ठीक है, तो अभी मानो ये एक्राइलिक एसिड है, तो अल्कोहल से तो रिएक्शन यदि करे तो मतलब मान लीजिए मिथाइल अल्कोहल से रिएक्शन करना, क्या फॉर्मेशन होंगे? क्या होंगे? अरे कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड है ने अल्कोहल रिएक्शन करे तो क्या होंगे?
एस्टर सर।
एस्टर फॉर्मेशन होंगे, है ना। तो उसको नाम हो जाएंगे मिथाइल, क्या? मिथाइल एक्राइलेट। ठीक है, तो वो भी पॉलीमराइज करेंगे तो पॉलीमिथाइल एक्राइलेट हो जाएंगे। अभी मानो CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH, इसके बाद तो COO CH3 हुआ था, है ना। ये एक हाइड्रोजेंस, मतलब मानो CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH, यहाँ पे COO CH3, ये हाइड्रोजन मिथाइल से रिप्लेस कर रहे हो तो क्या नाम होंगे? मिथाइल मिथाक्राइलेट, है ना। ये मिथाइल मिथाक्राइलेट, इज इट? क्यों होगा कि नहीं?
यस सर।
ये क्या हो रहा है? ये कहां से आ गया? ये कहां से आ गया? हाँ, चले गए। ठीक है, तो नाउ एक मिनट दबाओ। अभी मानो उसको पॉलीमराइज कर तो क्या होंगे? पॉली मिथाइल मिथाक्राइलेट, PMMA। PMMA is a glass like material, plastic glass we can say it, है ना, plexiglass। कॉन्टेक्ट आई लेंस में इसका इस्तेमाल होते हैं, पीएमए में, है ना, ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजिकल एप्लीकेशंस, ठीक है। नाउ इधर यू सी दिस इज फॉर्म्स व्हाट, द विनाइल अल्कोहल एंड विनाइल एसीटेट। तो ये जो विनाइल अल्कोहल है, दिस वन, ओके, this is alcohol, this can also react with acid, say carboxylic acid, acetic acid, तो क्या फॉर्मेशन होंगे? बोलो भाई, क्या फॉर्मेशन होंगे? विनाइल अल्कोहल एंड एसिटिक एसिड, बोलो। अरे बताओ तो। अल्कोहल और एसिड रिएक्ट करे तो क्या होंगे? एस्टर होंगे, ये तो बताया तुम लोग ना। तो इसके नाम क्या होंगे? एसिटिक एसिड से
विनाइलिक एस्टर,
ना, विनाइल एसीटेट, विनाइलिक एस्टर के ऊपर विनाइल। देखो एस्टर का कोई सा भी नाम करे तो पहले क्या आता है? अल्कोहल, देन एसिड, देन एट, है ना, यही तो आईपीसी नेम से ऐसे डिसाइड होते हैं, है नोमेनक्लेचर, मतलब ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स का आईपीसी होता अलग होंगे, दैट इज द ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स का नोमेनक्लेचर तो ऐसे किए जाते हैं। तो ये क्या हो गए? विनाइल अल्कोहल, तो विनाइल पहले, तो विनाइल, देन एसिड, एसिडिक एसिड, तो विनाइल एसीटेट, ओके। So what the polymer it will form, that is called to be polyvinyl acetate. It is also called the acetate plastics, है ना, acetate wet plastics, okay। Now पहले देखो हम लोग पॉलीमिथाइल मिथाक्राइलेट लिए थे, वो भी एस्टर था, एंड दिस इज विनाइल एसीटेट, पॉलीविनाइल एसीटेट, वो भी एस्टर है। ये दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है बता सकते हो? क्यों? देखो इसी में जो एस्टर लिंकेज होंगे, कहां से होंगे? CO, that means CH2CH OOCCH3 linkage through C oxygen CO, और जहां पर एक्राइलो मतलब मिथाइल मिथाक्राइलेट, तो ये जैसे साइनाइड था, ये कार्बोक्सिलिक हो गया था, इसके बाद इससे एस्टर फॉर्मेशन हुए हैं, अल्कोहल से रिएक्शन कर रहे, तो इसका लिंकेज किसके थ्रू से होंगे? कार्बन कार्बन लिंकेज है, बट बोथ आर द ester based chain polymers, okay। Now say this is CH2 double bond CH2, ठीक है, यहां से एक हाइड्रोजन रिप्लेस हुआ फ्लोरो ग्रुप से, यहां से एक हाइड्रोजन रिप्लेस हुआ फ्लोरो ग्रुप से, तब क्या होंगे? CHF डबल बॉन्ड CHF, उसको नाम क्या बोलोगे? विनिलिडीन। This group is called vinylidene difluoride, vinylidene difluoride, ठीक है, and the polymer forms is to be called as polyvinylidene difluoride, polyvinylidene difluoride, PVDF. It is also being used for the electronic applications purposes, microelectronic etc., because this act as a piezoelectric materials, PVDF, piezoelectric materials। अभी मानो ऑल हाइड्रोजेंस, ये हाइड्रोजेंस और इस साइड का दो हाइड्रोजेंस इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय फ्लोरो ग्रुप्स, तो क्या नाम होंगे?
टेट्राफ्लोरोइथिलीन,
यस, tetrafluoroethylene, CF2 double bond CF2, and the polymer forms is to be called as polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE, ठीक है, PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene PTFE is also known as commercially as Teflon, okay, Teflon, by the trade name. Teflon is a very good sealant for sealing purposes. It is a resistance-less materials. Many of these machinery parts, vehicles machinery parts are being made by this PTFE. Okay, Teflon. So these are in general of the different types of these chain monomers and their respective, but this is not the only limited one. The list of these chain monomers and their respective polymers are, these may be the vinyl based, these may be the non-vinyl based chain monomers to these polymers. Okay, so this is about this chain polymerizations, reactions and its methods. Okay, so is it clear? So further, if you have any queries etc., you can ask me. Okay, बताओ, कुछ पूछना हो तो बताओ. No queries. Everything is clear. आज कितना है? 13 ना. ये कौन सा ग्रुप है? डी है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
डी.
Yes, sir.
बताओ.
So DP total number of
बोलो.
total number of initiating radicals.
हाँ. Total number of initiating molecules. हाँ. हाँ, initiating radicals. Radicals होंगे. हाँ, बताओ. 2 times हो जाएंगे. क्यों ना, कितना हो जाए? एक इनिशिएटर मॉलिक्यूल्स RR है तो कितना रेडिकल्स फॉर्मेशन होंगे? 2 होंगे ना. तो उतना ही इनिशिएटिंग मोनोमर्स मॉलिक्यूल्स टेक पार्ट करेंगे पॉलीमराइजेशन में. क्यों?
Sir. Yes, sir.
और एनीथिंग? ठीक है. इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी डाउट्स यू कैन लीव. क्लास इज ओवर.